Hey guys, Julia here. When you're watching this video, it is my 26th birthday, and I just wanted to film this video as like a reflection of this past year because it has been quite the year, may I say, and I just have some insights that I really want to share. Maybe it will inspire you, maybe it will make you feel less alone because this year has been a lot. So let's just get straight into the video. Really quickly, I just wanted to say thank you so much for supporting me this past year. All of your kind words and comments, I really appreciate it. And yeah, let's go straight into the video. Wow. This year has been quite the journey. Honestly, this is not the video I planned on filming right now. I did not plan to be in this space. I planned to be in a completely different setting, surrounded by different people. And I just wanted to talk to you guys about because I've been reflecting and thinking about this past year and well, I had big goals and big dreams for this year. I thought that by my 26th birthday I will be living in a different country, surrounded by my best friends and just living my best life. I am a really driven person. I thought for sure I'm gonna be at a specific place by this point. And I know more than anyone probably that things never work out according to the plan. But this has been the year where nothing has been going according to the plan, even remotely. Like, it has been completely different for me, and it has been really hard. Like, you plan something and you know that things don't work out according to the plan. There's always some sort of changes and spontaneous decisions and all of that stuff. But I think that we can all admit that we are hoping that at least 60 or 70% will work out the way that we want it to. And this year was like me, I turned 25, I had big ambitions, and I have this hopeful, positive outlook on life. And let's just say this year has been nothing that I imagined. It has been probably the loneliest year of my life. I probably cried this year more than I did before. I have been really upset a lot of times. Like, it's very unlike me. It definitely has been hard because I had to adjust to this new routine of being away from all of my friends and sometimes dealing with not being able to talk to them for a long time because everyone has busy lives. And things just got hectic. I got laid off last year, and while I was able to get my career passion back, I've been working on my portfolio website. I completed it. I have a video on my channel, and that has been super fun. Like, it literally led me to a decision that I want to be an entrepreneur. But overall, I was struggling financially a lot this year, probably the most that I've ever been. And just in general, this year has been really hard mentally, and not being able to have heart-to-heart conversations with friends for most of that year has been really hard. And just this year, even with war in Ukraine, I am Ukrainian, there's war in Ukraine still going on. Unfortunately, people are not as willing to talk about this stuff anymore, and just the support, I feel like, especially conversations and mental support, it has gotten turned down a little bit. So I also felt a little just upset and angry because of that. And there has just been a lot going on, a lot of changes in my life that I had to adjust to. And I am a very social person, I am a very open person, and just this past year, for most of the time, just not having that connection and not being able to have a proper conversation with someone, just sharing what I feel, has been hard. I've been lonely and sad, and I've been dealing with all sorts of things. But I am recording this video to also tell you guys that this year I have learned so much. Because I was pretty lonely, I had the time to really sit with myself and figure out what makes me happy, what makes me sad, what makes me angry, what I want to have in my life, what I don't want to attract in my life, the people that I want in my life, and the people that I just won't tolerate in my life. And these sorts of reflections and just really prioritizing me has been so freaking good. Like I feel like now looking back and thinking about it and reflecting, I think that God really intended for me to have this sort of a year and really figure out what I want to do in life, my dreams, my goals, because that has changed over time as I was working on myself. Because even though I've been struggling financially and I'm still in the process of looking for a stable job and all of those things. And even though like it hasn't been working according to the plan, it seemed like nothing has been going according to the plan, and I've been struggling. But I had the time to really focus on me and what I truly want and the lifestyle that I want to lead. And it has been really eye-opening. I had the most amount of difficult conversations this year, challenging things. I had to open up a lot to people, which is like one of my biggest struggles. I always want to keep this image of a strong, confident woman, and like just opening up and admitting that I am sad or that I'm angry or feeling depressed or anxious, all of that stuff. This has been really freaking hard for me, and this year just forced me to do it. Looking back, I just feel like I needed those hard conversations and those hard moments because it truly led me to having clarity. Like I see clearly the type of future that I want to have, the type of lifestyle that I want to work towards, and the dreams that I want to fight for. And this journey has been hard but amazing at the same time. I'm gonna tell you guys a story that is so vivid in my memory, and that is truly one of the biggest insights of this year. Because I've been dealing with those financial and career journey struggles, I have gotten into a lot of disagreements with my family and all of that stuff, if you know what I mean. So whenever we would have a disagreement, like over the phone, I would like confess that, I just don't feel that a 9 to 5 is for me, or say that I don't feel passionate about programming anymore, or I would be like, I just don't feel like the city that I live in is my vibe, like I want something more. And so after I would confess those sorts of things, I remember I would text my friend and I would be like, I just talked to my dad and I was super transparent and I just laid everything out on the table and it feels great. Like I finally feel like they understand me, all of that sort of things. But what I wasn't admitting to myself is that I wasn't fully transparent. I was like 70% transparent, 80% transparent, but I would always leave a small thing out, which in reality was not a small thing. It has been like a major freaking chunk that, because I wasn't saying it, people just wouldn't understand me properly. And I remember I was sitting on my couch and my dad was talking to my mom about me not wanting to do the practical exam for my driving school, to get a license, and that I don't have ambitions or don't seem to want to do anything. And I don't know what happened like that particular day, but I just snapped. And I remember I was so upset and I started crying. And then I decided that I am gonna text my dad. And this time, I did not hold anything back. Like that was truly the time where I was 100% transparent, because I have admitted things that it was so fucking difficult to even admit to myself. I didn't say that the city that I live in is not my vibe. I said that I feel so fucking lonely here and I'm starting to feel depressed, which has never happened, and I'm this positive person, but I am just starting to feel really sad, really lonely, and it is really affecting my mental health to the point that I don't want to do anything, and that affects my work, my career, my financial state, all of that stuff. And I also said that it is really freaking hurtful when people say that I don't have any ambitions because they do not match theirs. And I said that, my ambition to move to a different country is really freaking brave. And I never thought that it was brave because I've been traveling my whole life, but it really is like what I want from my life. Like I am being vague because I don't want people to know where I'm moving. I want it to be a surprise, but moving in general, wanting to move to a different country and start your life from scratch with no stable job and no like definite plan, that is a freaking brave ambition. And I was mad that people thought that it was not, because it did not match their expectations of what my life should be. And so I said it all. I was not mean, I was not rude, but I just said everything that was freaking terrifying to admit to myself even. But I did it, and I remember I texted the message, a super long message, and then I got a phone call, and I remember I was so scared to pick up, which I have an amazing relationship with all of my family members. We communicate a lot and trying to solve problems and issues by talking. But I remember that specific phone call, I was so scared to pick up because I was like, I admitted things that I never admitted ever. And I was nervous because I didn't want to feel small. I just wanted to be understood and heard, and I didn't want for a situation to happen where people would twist my words or misunderstand me or anything. I picked up, and let me just tell you, I have never felt so much love and support in my life. And I was like, there was just tears streaming down my face when I talked to my dad. I didn't show it. Whenever I spoke, I tried to keep my voice calm and all of that stuff. But I just felt so heartwarming and so moved by the fact that my dad understood me and really heard me what I was trying to say. And I had this mental breakdown and cry and write that message, because now my family knows what I truly feel, and they know that I have ambitions and I have goals and I'm working towards them. So yeah, this is one of the biggest insights, is that full transparency is truly the best policy. If you want people to understand what you're feeling, if you want to get rid of that burden that those feelings cause, you have to be fully transparent. And trust me, being vulnerable scares the heck out of me. It is so hard, because for me sadness is weakness, and I am not a weak person. I am a Leo. Leos want to have that impression on people that they're confident and strong and have all figured out, and just admitting it, even to my closest people. My family has been really tremendously hard, and I am just so proud of myself that I actually decided to lay all the cards on the table and really express how I feel. And so yeah, if you're scared of being vulnerable, trust me, I get you. It's terrifying, but it is so freeing when you finally let go and express how you feel and just free yourself of that burden and that pressure that you're under, because you're not being fully honest with the person you love. Another insight is that your goals, your life is the most important thing. It is not selfish at all to prioritize yourself, to prioritize your mental health, your peace of mind, your happiness. It is not selfish at all. It is what will help you to live a healthy, happy life. I remember when I was fired, I had a week break, and then I was like, I need to find a new job. So I was sending resumes and CV and just reaching out to people and showing my portfolio and all of that stuff. And nothing was working. And I was so sad. I realized that I need a break. I was sitting in my room and I was thinking to myself that I really need a break. Took another break for 1 week. And then I'm like, yeah, well, the week has passed, but I don't feel rested. And I was thinking it's not wise to just relax and don't do anything and just study. I'm gonna start sending resumes again. So I did, and I still felt miserable. And then, it's like the switch has flipped. I was like, I actually want to take a long break. And I do not want people to judge me for it. Like, this is what is best for me. And so I stopped sending resumes at 25. I, like, instead of just being obsessive over finding a new job and have it all figured out, I took a long break and I just focused on developing my skills, studying, learning new things, becoming a better person. And the moment I decided in my mind that I'm gonna take this long break, I felt happier. Like, things have started to feel good again. And again, I was just so freaking honest with myself, and I prioritized what was the best for me at that moment. And with social pressure and people's expectations, especially in my culture, like, people expect, like, there are a lot of young people who are already entrepreneurs and influencers and all of that stuff. And there's a lot of pressure from the society and the culture that I'm in and all of that stuff to already have it all figured out by my age. And here I am, 25, unemployed and not really worrying about finding a new job. I focused on me and being happy and learning new things and just truly doing what makes me happy and working on myself. And I just freed myself from people's expectations of me this year. And it feels so freaking good. And I'm just so excited. To continue this journey of being this confident, proud woman who knows what she wants and knows that she's amazing and knows that she will get to live an amazing life. The woman who follows her heart and doesn't care what people think about her. It just felt awesome. And again, it felt so freeing to fully prioritize myself and my feelings and my mental peace. Looking back on this year, I am grateful. Because what the beauty of having the loneliest, hardest, most challenging, most unsuccessful year is that there is only going up from here. I know in my heart that this next year and beyond are going to be amazing. Knowing what I've learned this year and really focusing on myself and what I truly want, what I want, not what other people want, what the society wants, what the world wants, what I want. Knowing that, I know the steps that I need to take. And I am so excited to take those daily steps towards my dream life and my goals. And I am so proud of myself that through it all, I still remain this hopeful, enthusiastic, curious, adventurous, confident, and kind-hearted person. But I am so proud that I still have a positive attitude towards life, and I am so determined to live life to the fullest on my own terms. So this year, aside from Ukrainian victory, which is the most important thing, my biggest wish is to relentlessly believe in myself. I am the creator and the producer of my own life. I decide what I want to keep in my life, the people that I invite in it, the experiences that I want to enjoy, and the opportunities that I want to pursue. I know that this next year of life and beyond are gonna be epic. And I am so excited to take you guys along on this journey. So cheers to a new year of growth, opportunities, happiness, adventure, and making memories together. I love you so much. Bring on 26.